Welcome to a short video presentation on OSRMT from Adaptive Processes. OSRMT stands for Open Source Requirements Management Tool. This product has been discontinued and it's very hard to find support on internet or anywhere on this product. However, for a learning purpose, this is a good tool to understand as it is free. The second thing is most other commercial requirements management tool would be very similar to the concept and features present in OSRMT. So let's start learning about OSRMT and how to use it. So for the first thing that you need to do is to start the server for OSRMT before you can start your client instance. So I have started the server. Now I am going to start the client as well. So it may take a little while. Okay, now it's starting up. Okay, for the demo instance, both username and password are demo. So I'm just going to give demo. And this is built on an Access database, which means it's a single user kind of an environment. So this is the home or landing page of the product, which is really simple. For simplicity, I have created a product called GRC Perfect. So I'm just opening that product. And if you see here, you have 4 or 5 levels of connectivity for traceability. You have something called a feature, which is a high level requirement, then design, then implementation, and then test cases. So you can create all these items in in OSRMT. So you can develop a feature, you can write a requirement, you can make a design element, you can make an implementation element, and you can link all of them through the product. So for example, here we are discussing one feature called MPP integration, which stands for Microsoft Project Plan Integration. So this is a requirement or a feature that our product GRC Perfect has. So if you look at a feature, you have a feature name, you have a version number. It also gives a feature number by default, and it puts a priority and puts a status on the feature. You also can have dependencies defined, which I will show it little later how to do it, and you can also have a history of the feature. So the feature is fairly simple. It's like a user story or a product backlog, something like that, which is like really a high level feature. Then we have requirements. When we come to requirements, if you double click the line, you similarly have a requirement description, a version, number, complexity. You can also put an effort, priority, status, and you can also put assigned to, category. All these requirements you can put. These are mainly the requirement attributes that we have studied in the other part of the program. Then you have a detailed step, which means you can write some steps about this requirement, how this requirement is used. Then you have a background where you can put some author name, origin, rationale, why this requirement is required. You also get an use case template built into the product. So you have a goal. So you can say the goal is to integrate an MS project file into GRC Perfect. You can give a context. You can give a precondition as all staff must be assigned to the project. Context you can put saying most PMs use MSP as the primary scheduling tool, and hence the need for integration. And you can also write the steps. So you can say add row. Here you can say go to grc perfect, upload Excel, then next is select the MS project file, then you can add, click upload. So next step would be application provides a success message. The last step could be check, go to schedule module and verify, sorry, this one would be move up, but verify if the schedule has been generated. Schedule has been generated. So this completes the use case, and you could also have an alternative flow, which means yes, then I go to this one and say application provides an error message, why the file can't be uploaded. The file cannot be uploaded. So you can add another row, correct data, add another row, try again. So post condition is schedule is generated in the schedule module. Okay, so this is how you can write your use cases using this product as well for the requirement. You can also define the dependencies as I have told earlier, so I will show that little bit, and you can also have a history. So this is how you can capture the requirements of the product. You can also have a design element which is fairly simple. It basically like feature, so you can write some import export for MS project. Then you can also have a code module which will tell which code module has been developed for this particular requirement, and you can also write test cases saying this is the test case that has been written for testing MS project. So here also you can say the same thing, like go to upload Excel, then add row, then try to upload the sample MPP file. So this is how we can write our test cases as well. So the purpose is to test MSP integration. Prerequisite is employees are assigned to the project, and test data, look for sample file, look for sample MSP file and apply. So this is how you can define your various elements starting from feature, requirements, design element, test code element and test cases. And there is a feature to trace. So what you have to do, you have to go to tools and you set trace. No, this will only show you the traceability. To establish the traceability, you click on this particular icon, which is traceability. So here it gives you all the elements on the left side and all the elements on the right side. And here you can say, okay, this new test case is actually there's some problem in my instance, so it does not allow me to trace it, but otherwise as a feature it should allow you to or we can delete this traceability. 1 second. It's a bit clunky because being an open source tool, it does not give you right click and all. See here, like here it has given a choice. See this interface with MS Project and new test case, I would like to trace between right to left. So that means this new test case is linked to interface. So I'll say create dependency from new test case on this. I say okay. So now I have a traceability established between the two. And if I go to my dependencies, I can always see that. So if you come here and come to dependencies, you will see all this. See, like we created a test case and all that, so it will come here. Okay, so if I just go to tools, trace, and I say trace from requirement, trace type traced, and trace to test cases. So let's see. So this is what has been one in, tracing which I had done long back, but I think the new tracing is somehow not working. So let me see here if it gives dependencies. Yeah, it has given the dependency here also. This connected the test case from here. Oh, okay, this is because it's the test case is dependent on the requirement, but the requirement is not dependent on the test case. So it's not a bidirectional, it's like a unidirectional thing. So but I think if we go to tracing and do bidirectional, I think we should see on both sides. Let's try doing that. So again go back to the same thing and say this one and this one. We also do a right to left. So for example, we also want to say that this requirement is also dependent on the test case, which is an unlikely scenario, but just for a demo purpose we are doing it. So we do that, and then when we come to this particular requirement and go to their dependencies, I see this dependency. So this is how you can establish your traceability and view them on OSRMT. So hope this will help you to use the product. This product requires little bit of a knowledge of Java to install it on the on your system, and this is built for a little older version of operating systems and all that. So please take help of your technical person who can do it. It may not work well on Windows 7 or Windows 8 because this product is quite old and possibly not supported on advanced operating systems. Thank you.